Shalom, and you're now locked in here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get nothing but the raw and the real whenever I'm in front of the camera. So make sure y'all show the page some love, like, subscribe, and shalom and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get the full 100 whenever I'm in front of the camera and no paid media points. Now, today, family, you see the thumbnail, you see the title. That's right. BMF Big Meech sets up St. Louis Kingpin Dion Gatling, aka Cuffy. Okay, now I'm coming back to you guys with an update from the video that I did about a week ago, touching on this BMF Big Meech case, as we have the person whose paperwork we saw online. So I posted some of it. It was the same link you saw Blue Da Vinci get a Cam Capone, but the guy that paperwork who it is actually spoken, right? And he did an interview about 5 days ago on a station known as Chop Talk TV. Now I'm going to leave a link to that actual interview down in the description box, where you guys can go hear the full interview. I'm going to play some parts from that interview where you guys can hear and give you guys a little commentary on it. But the reason why I want to go back and revisit this case, right, is because, we have to address the elephant in the room. Now, Big Meech is a person who has got respect from a lot of people, because of the stuff that he's done and has been involved with. But, at the end of the day, the man is a rat. He cooperated with the government. We're going to get into the actual, like I said, the audio here, the guy that we're speaking about, that he was supposed to have set up, and let him tell his side of the story. So, at the end of the day, family, I think that the thing that's sad about this is, here's a guy that has known, that Big Meech has known for over 30-some years, okay? And when push came to shove, he threw this man under the bus. Even though he wasn't the intended target, he still he was still wrapped up with an informant and still participated in this man being locked up. And then when his lawyer reached out to him to try to straighten everything up, he said, well, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Well, why wouldn't you want to have nothing to do with a person that you have known for over 30-some years? The man even said that his children called Big Meech uncle. You know what I'm saying? And, this guy went out the way that he did, but then, we want to lift him up like, these are the people we want to be like. This is who, we want to model to be after when push come to shove, when that pressure is on, they're going to tell. A person like Big Meech, he's made a lot of money over the years, and of course he don't want to be spending the rest of his life in jail, because the whole reason why people get into the game is to try to make money and live their best life. But it's just like when you run into the feds, you find out that your money doesn't mean nothing to them, because they print the money. They don't care about that. They want the information. And so when you finally realize, this was a lesson that I learned during my time in the feds, that money is not everything. Because you say, oh, I want to go out here and do this, and you're going to get it by all means, any means, and then you're going to find out once you get that money is not going to be able to save you. It's only going to be the information. So you're going to have to ruin your reputation, your image, and all of that just to get back, just to get free, So that's the thing that I don't like. You basically lined up another person, put them in jail just to say you're behind, because these people that you've known for this extensive amount of time, it's going to be easy to get them, because they're not going to never think that you're the police, or that you're doing, this foul stuff that you're doing. And this is why you got to watch the people that's close to you, because stuff like this happens. Like when you get lazy and you can't peep the play, it's like, and this is a lot of times why when people go to jail, dudes cut all contact with these individuals, because you never know what's going on. And when you in the streets and you got street stuff that's going on, you don't have time for that heat to be on your back, So at the end of the day, fam, we're going to get into this audio. Before we get into the audio, make sure that you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on all bell notifications, and make sure you share this, because we need to talk about this. A lot of these bigger platforms are not speaking on this, because, they want to save face. They want to keep Big Meech's face clean, even though he's done some foul stuff. First off, let me say this, family. when you uphold this so-called these street rules and regulations that our people are being subjected to, if you uphold those rules, you're not going to be in bed with an informant. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? If you're in bed with an informant, then that means that there's stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And this woman that Big Meech has been dealing with, that he sold his rights over to, you got to know and understand that this woman is not just doing this just to be doing this. She wants Big Meech out. She probably loves Big Meech. I mean, because to go to the extent that she has gone, she's doing this for a reason. So you got to understand that, you don't know how those conversations are going, as him and her are, laid up or whatever the question may be. She's giving him information on a lot of different stuff that's going on, and he's using her to get stuff done because he can't afford to have his name wrapped up in stuff. But we're now in the age of the internet, and we can, like I explained to you guys, we can touch these people in these different areas. St. Louis, Detroit, LA, all these different spots. We can reach these people due to social media. So now these guys can't hide no more under the media and under a lot of this stuff that they used to be able to hide under, because people have access to this information at the drop of a dime on the fly. You can just Google and look it up and it's there. So let's get into this audio. I kind of talked a little bit, but I'm going to play this audio. I'm gonna let you listen to what Dion Gatling, aka Cuffy, had to say. Then I'm going to come back and give you guys some commentary of my own. All right, let's go.
We would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans, and that she was sleeping with the feds, and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give me a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell was no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time cut. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the documents. The special agent told Flannery that he could not do that. He can only do that if Cuff don't go to trial. And with Cuff's record, he can't afford to go to trial. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But in the midst of all of this, she ends up flipping on the special agent Keith Cromer, and their whole deal went in the trash. So that's why we're at the point to where we're at now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does your relationship go back with Meech, Cuff? How long have you known him? What you guys go back?
1990, homie. 1990. My beautiful daughter that you talk with, my son, my other daughter, they look at this nigga, call this nigga uncle, homie.
Now, from my understanding, you guys reached out to him when the paperwork came down. She said that you knew who the CI was, and you told her and her mom, and you guys sent a message to Meech. What was his response when this stuff came down and you were like, "Yo, bruh, what's going on?" What did you get from Meech?
When I got locked up, homie, and when I seen where this whole conspiracy was coming from, I laughed at it and I didn't believe in it, and I knew that Meech could come forward and kill the whole conspiracy. Just saying that the conspiracy is based on Meech communicating from Tammy, sending me a truckload of drugs. It's all made up from jail, homie. He could have killed this whole deal. They never had any drugs. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how conspiracy works in this system, in this nasty system. But when Meech shot down the offer, when we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my attorneys that he didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing, and he stopped communicating with them. So then that told my attorneys right there that Demetrius Flannery is a part of this whole deal, and I couldn't believe it. You feel me? So that's what his response was, that he don't know nothing about all this. Well, Demetrius Flannery has been locked up since 2005, and how are you my unindicted, he's listed in my paperwork, homie, as my unindicted co-conspirator serving 30 years at FCI Lompoc in California. How are you in my paperwork, man? And how are you this famous drug dealer who's in magazines and books and movies, and you are in bed with a government informant that testified in court that she cooperated and set your nigga up, a 30-year partner, to give you a time cut? How are you this celebrity drug lord, but you in bed with a government informant? And how do you not know about this? And you in my documents as my co-defendant, my unindicted co-defendant.
So now, family, you heard what Dion Gatling, aka Cuffy, had to say. In regards to Big Meech, and this guy's locked up. You steady hear in the background that this is from a federal correctional facility. So this guy's incarcerated doing time. He's doing over 20 some years behind this thing. So what he tells us is that the play was originally lined up for the Mexican Suarez. So what it sounds like is what Big Meech had reasoned in his mind. He was like, okay, I have to get out of here. And it looks like he was trying to not get a BMF member, but basically get this Suarez, this Mexican, and for some reason he wasn't able to get him, and he ended up getting this Cuffy, this Dion Gatling, and from the sounds of it, the reason why he got lined up is because he explains to you how they were trying to do this series and stuff with BMF, and there was a lot of things they couldn't do, due to legal reasons and stuff like that. And he was supposed to get a cut off of the thing. So this is why they backdoored him and had him locked up and incarcerated. And then, they pretty much just, took the pies and spliced it, between themselves, But this goes to show you once again, like I said, with 50 Cent, you did business with a rat, you know what I'm saying? And, all he was thinking about was making money off of the situation, no integrity, no nothing for the man that was locked up and incarcerated behind this stuff. It's just he wants the Big Meech story, let's do it, let's make money off of it. So as I'm explaining to you, we're living in a time where money is going to supersede all of this other stuff that people are talking about, all the street rules, all this stuff goes out the window whenever there's integrity. Because here's the deal: why would 50 Cent promote something or put something out knowing that on the back end it's not right? Where's the integrity at to say, okay, y'all want to do this, but this dude worked through this woman, and it was some third party cooperation going on. People would set up, this woman is a rat, did all of this stuff, and they had no problem doing it. But then he would come out and be a hypocrite and tell Meek Mills, oh, you're being managed by a rat, when he was with Rock Nation. Well, you did business with a rat and did all of this other stuff, So it's not, and people say, well, always just business. No, it's not just business. Where is the morals and principles at? Where is the integrity to say, you know what, I'm going to miss on this story, and I'm just going to, keep pushing what I'm pushing, because at the end of the day, look what happened. The man, he cooperated. Now, is that going to be? It's not going to be in there, And are we to think that 50 Cent just did this and then talk to the BMF members and get the information, in order to make sure that the characters that are playing these individuals are on point? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, fam, you heard it from yourself. The guy, Dion Gatling, is speaking from prison. We're gonna give him a voice here on this platform, because it's people like that whose stories need to be heard and needs to be out there. Because instead of lifting Big Meech up, here's a guy, if we're gonna lift somebody up, this is the guy that should be lifted up. Because guess what, he was told on, he was through in prison, behind what Big Meech did. And then it's crazy that you have all of these people coming out doing these BMF that's part of BMF that we saw the J Bowls and all these people, and they don't come out and speak on none of this stuff, and they know that this stuff is happening, and they know what it is, And the reason why these individuals are quiet, because they know when Big Meech get out, he's going to use their palms, whatever he say. Yeah, they already know that. So this is why they want to be silent on it versus coming out and saying that, this is what it is, And I'm glad that Big Meech didn't get the time cut, because first off, you're bogus for the third party cooperation anyway and setting this man up. And it just goes to show you how this stuff comes back around, where you're trying to set this man up in order to get a time cut, and you didn't even get the time cut because the woman that's supposed to be your woman, or whatever the case may be, slept with this DEA agent and messed up all this other stuff and blew the whole case, So family, leave y'all thoughts down there. Should we still hold Big Meech at this high standard as we has always looked at him and held him in? I mean, we're in the age of the internet. I told you guys this. People are being exposed. Even these big dogs. We could touch these people in penitentiary that that they say that Big Meech set up. So we got access to him. We just heard from his brother, and he confirmed out his mouth the same thing that Blue said in the Cam Capone interview. The information that I read to you from the paperwork that was online, he confirmed that and said that exactly what it is. And he said when he called Big Meech, he was like a puppy with his head down, like a sad puppy. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And that's it, because he know, that he's bogus for what he did. So you leave y'all thoughts down in the comment section. How do y'all feel about this? And let me say this, and I'm going to sign off of here. Some of you guys come here and leave these comments down there and say, well, what? You guys are fans. You guys are emotional. You guys like Big Meech. But when he been locked up, why? Listen, you guys do not understand that a man of his stature should be doing life in prison. Okay? What we're dealing with over here is facts. Okay? We're going to get it straight from the horse's mouth. We're looking at the paperwork. We're not going off of what I think and what I like. We're going off the facts over here. And whether you can receive the facts or not, the facts doesn't change. The man worked through this Tabby Corns, this woman that he's dealing with, or was dealing with, is still dealing with, and cooperated with the police and set people up. So that's confirmed. That this guy just confirmed this from federal penitentiary, and we saw the paperwork. That's it. It's over with. The guy is a rat, and it just is what it is. So y'all tell me y'all thoughts. I'm signing off here on Israelite Talk TV.